Tucker Kraft, a very similar player to, he's kind of like a mix of Evan Ingram and David Njoku. Because this man, if the word TE stood for testosterone, Tucker Kraft would be the mascot of the tight end position, dude. Because this man is an animal. Rumor has it his fucking middle name is Tucker Kraft, dude. Full name Tucker Kraft. The dude is an absolute beast. Look it up, by the way. That's actually true. Finishes 2024 as tight end 8 overall. Tight end 10 in points per game. Now, he was kind of a frustrating player to have, in my opinion. I had Tucker Kraft. He's somebody that I found on the waiver wire, ended up leaning on him for most of the season. I kind of shifted toward Chigo Conco at the end of the season, helped me win a league, but Tucker Kraft was somebody that I leaned on. And this is why, dude. He led all tight ends in yak per reception. 8.8 yards after the catch. For a tight end, holy fuck, dude. That's like league changing, right? Or that's George Kittle type numbers. He forced 15 missed tackles. That was third at the position. And he was second in yards per target after only Kittle. The man has echoes of Kittle, dude. The way he moves, his physicality, the way he can run after the catch, he reminds me of a baby George Kittle, legit, dude. I'm not fucking gassing this man up. Let me know down in the comments if you guys agree, man. Because if you're watching tape the way I am on Tucker Kraft, or if you had him last season, let me know what you think, dude. So, among tight ends in 2024, he was fourth in touchdowns, seventh in receiving yards. Holy shit, dude. But why did he only finish as tight end 8? Well, it's because he didn't have the volume, dude. He was 18th in targets, 18th in receptions. Unfortunately, he just didn't get the volume. There were some games where they really just forgot about him. They were just force feeding the ball to like Romeo Doubs, Josh Jacobs, and they were losing games because of it, man. Honestly, like Tucker Kraft, when he touched the ball, things would happen. There was a couple games where it was down to like Jaden Reed and Kraft alone, right? Like Romeo Doubs was injured, fucking Dontavian Wicks was trash and bad, and Tucker Kraft became kind of like a little bit of a focal point, just like for a game or two. And dude, they were playing fantastically. He was scoring touchdowns, like long yards after the catch, like 60-yard bomb touchdown one of those games. So yeah, man, he 73% of dropbacks. This man was out there running a route, which is another indicator that you want in a receiving tight end, right? Because you can have a tight end who's on the field, right? So snap percent isn't the best indicator of their involvement as a pass catcher, but you want to look at percent of dropbacks in which they ran a route, right? And then you combine that with how many targets they get, how many yards and all that kind of stuff. But that's just an indicator of their involvement in the offense. So 73% of the dropbacks he was out there running routes. So if you want a cheap piece of this Packers offense, dude, at an insane value, Tucker Kraft is that piece, man. He fixes the problem of me hating tight ends and not wanting to draft them early, where you can get him late enough at tight end 11, where you can get a piece of a good offense late and you're fixing a position that I fucking hate. So Tucker Kraft mac and cheese, dude.